the Vision Pro is actually out now, and there's reviewers getting a hold of it. And I guess to sum it up, while it's considered amazing in so many ways, there's also a lot of commentary around how it comes up short in quite a few areas. And I think I got the hint that it was because Apple in its marketing material may have suggested that certain scenarios with the way it looked, the way it was used, were better than what we actually got. So things like the marketing material kind of gave you the impression that your entire field of vision would be taken up, where apparently it isn't. You actually you still see quite a bit, but there, you kind of see some black, in your peripheral vision. Even the fact that they're trying to simulate an augmented reality environment, but it's still really VR because it's a video pass through to see the world around you. And obviously people are picking up that there's some limitations with the cameras on the actual Vision Pro to being able to duplicate your vision, which you couldn't ever, I mean, it makes sense really, you couldn't really expect cameras to replicate your eyes in terms of the fidelity of what you're seeing. So I guess if you're in a really well lit room or you're outside and it's really well lit, it's fine. It might be fine. But I noticed in some of the reviews that they were saying that if you're in a dimmer environment, or even if you're trying to pull something up closer to your face, in terms of the focus, it doesn't quite get there. So and that's where some of the problems come, I guess.
Yeah, look, I am excited by augmented reality, and I think this is, on the one hand, I think this is a fantastic step forward in terms of technology with what Apple have done here. So I don't want to sound like I'm tearing it to shreds, but I am tearing it to shreds. I mean, to me, this is just, it falls into the 3D film basket. If you want to see 3D, how about you just step outside? Okay, like you don't need glasses, you step outside, you can see it. There is a use case for 3D in film, but we've just never quite nailed it. And I think as long as whatever headset you've got weighs, 500 grams, sits on your head, obscures your vision, requires cameras, etc., 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 while it's going to have application and they will perfect aspects of that application, its usability is never going to quite be there. I think the concept of what Google Glass was, an ordinary pair of specs where you had really augmented reality, and augmented reality doesn't have to mean the most advanced technologies we have available today. It just means that you have a little bit of information in the glasses that you're wearing, like a heads-up display in a car. You don't need to open a file while you're walking along. If all you need to know is that if you go down that way, there could be danger, or it's not the right way, or that you had intended. So I think that's the issue with it. I think we're going to continue to see amazing applications of this technology, but really the use case and the price point because of that, it's going to be years, I think, before they can get it to a point where people want to use it, especially for augmented reality. You couldn't have a headset like that on in the workplace.
No, absolutely. But I did enjoy Tim Cook trying to explain in an interview on, I think it was like a morning show in America, where he was trying to say that this was going to enhance interactions with others because you can, see people's eyes even though they're projected or whatever. And it was like, I know what you're trying to do there, but it's not really. And like I said, the true AR experience is going to be like what you said, where it's more like a pair of glasses and you're just seeing things augmented in your vision.
And look, why would you travel to the bottom of the ocean to see what's out there on a camera? It's the same analogy, I'm afraid. Why do you see the world through a camera? I mean, it's like the high-definition mirrors that they invented a while back that had almost the same resolution as a real mirror.
Yeah. Exactly. and there's big questions about what that does even psychologically too, that if you strap this headset on for too long, and your entire worldview now becomes what you're seeing through the video pass through. I don't think that that's probably a good idea.
Well, I don't think it works for us in the present age, but maybe once we don't go outside anymore and we all live in rooms and eat tablets for food, maybe that'll be the ideal setup, and we'll be able to thank Tim Cook then for his foresight.